Hey everyone, and before we start, I want you to take a second and think about how you're feeling right now. Are your eyes a little heavy? Are you on your third cup of the coffee? And maybe you're watching this late at night because you finally have a moment to yourself. So, we live in a world that never sleeps. We're told that we are grinding, we're falling behind. We turn sleep deprivation into a badge of honor, like it's a sign of how hard we're working. But I'm here to tell you guys, as a friend and someone who's been there, that this is a lie. Yeah. Sleep isn't just the absence of work. It's a biological necessity. It is the foundation of everything you want to achieve. If you're a student, an athlete, a parent, or a professional, sleep is the literal fuel that makes your life possible. Today we're going to spend a few minutes talking about why sleep is actually your greatest superpower, and more importantly, how you can reclaim it without feeling guilty. So, most of us think sleep is like a light switch. You flip it off, everything stops, and then you flip it back on the morning. But inside your body isn't. It's more like a busy construction site. And did you know your brain has a plumbing systems? It's called the glymphatic systems. While you're in a deep sleep, your brain literally flushes out metabolic waste, toxins that build up while you're thinking and working during the day. One of those toxins is called beta amyloid, which is linked to the Alzheimer's. When you skip sleep, you're basically leaving the trash out of the cup of your mind. And then, have you ever snapped at someone over something tiny just because you were tired? That's because sleep, specifically REM sleep, is like overnight therapy. It processes your emotions and dulls the sharp edges of the day's stresses. Without it, your amygdala, the emotional center of your brain, becomes 60% more attractive. You're not a grumpy person, you're likely just a sleep deprived person. And for my fitness enthusiasts out there, you don't build muscles in the gym, you build it in your bed. Growth hormone is primarily released during deep sleep. This is when your tissues repair, your skin cells regenerate, and your heart gets a break. During non-REM sleep, your blood pressure drops, giving your cardiovascular systems the rest it needs to keep you going for the next 50 years. Now, let's get real about the cost. We think we can catch up on the weekend, but science shows that sleep doesn't work like a bank account. You can just deposit 12 hours on Sunday and expect Friday's damage to vanish. Studies from places like UC Davis and the NIH show that after just one night of 4 to 5 hours of sleep, your natural killer cells, the ones that attack cancer cells and viruses, drop by 70%. Think about that. 1 night of bad sleep significantly weakens your immune shield. And for those of us who driving while sleep deprived can be just as dangerous as driving under the influence. Your reaction time slows down, and micro sleeps, where your brain shuts off for just a few seconds without you realizing it, can happen behind the wheel. It's not just about the feeling tired, it's about staying safe. So, how do we fix this? It's not about buying a 50,000 mattress. It's about sleep hygiene. So, step 1, respect the rhythm. Your body loves a routine. Try to wake up at the same time every day, even you had a late at night. Get up at your usual time to keep your circadian clock set. This makes falling asleep tonight much easier. Step 2, the caffeine cut off. Caffeine has a half-life of about 6 hours. If you have a cup of coffee at 4 p.m. half of that caffeine in your is still in your systems at 10 p.m. Try to make your last cup a midday treat, not an evening crutch. Step 3. Dim the light. Your brain produces melatonin, the sleep hormone. When it gets dark an hour before bed, dim the overhead lights, switch to a lamp. These signals to your brain that the sun has gone down and it's time to wind down. Step 4, or the last one, the cool down. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 or 3 degrees Fahrenheit to fall asleep. If your room is too hot, you'll toss and turn, set your thermostat around 18 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Fahrenheit. If that feels too cold, use a warm blanket, but keep the air cool. So, in conclusion, I know life is busy. I know there are deadlines, family needs, and stresses that feel more important than sleep. But I want you to remember this. You are at your best, the kindest, the smartest, most creative version of yourself when you are rested. Prioritizing sleep isn't selfish, it's an act of self-respect. It's saying, I value my health enough to give my body the time it needs to heal. Tonight, I want you to try just one thing. Maybe leave the phone in the other room or go to bed 30 minutes earlier than usual and see how you feel tomorrow. I bet you'll notice the differences. Thanks for hanging out with me for this 6 minutes. If this helps you, you share it with a friend who looks like they need a nap. Until the next time, sweet dreams and sleep well. Bye bye.